is a citizen science experiment that was started by Jimmy Blanchette. Mark Sims popularized it, and we've been working kind of in private for a while, and now the frequency is now public, and we're inviting the whole world to come and join us in this citizen science experiment. We're observing anomalies that cannot be understood by normal physics right now. We can't explain what's happening, which is where the mystery comes in, which is where you come in. So we're inviting everyone to bring their wisdom, intelligence, and experimentation to this grand experiment. What's happening is we have radios that we put on a special, very special frequency, and we can talk through them. So you can hear my voice coming through the other side here, right? Because they're on the same channel. So just like a normal radio that you would have, to set to 101, right? You're going to hear the rock song. And then if you turn on another radio, you're going to hear that same rock song playing on the radio because they're tuned to the exact same frequency. So just like I spoke into this, you could hear it on the other, it's coming through. It's the same frequency set to the same thing. So what we're observing though, is that we're getting sounds in one radio, but not the other, or this radio and not that one. So they're making sounds independent of each other, which is breaking the laws of physics. And nobody can explain this. They think, oh, well, maybe it's the device and the manufacturing, but we've gotten literally 30 of these radios set up all in a little row, and they're all making different noises. We put them in Faraday cages, which blocks out all electromagnetic signals, and they're still making noises. We really don't know. We're in the very beginning stages of this, and that's why we invite all you guys to come and explore this mystery with us. So my personal theory is that in another dimension close to ours, it could be loved ones, it could be galactics, it could be angels, I don't know. But they're seem to be able to isolate the radios individually using electromagnetic waves, right? And that's kind of like the communication signal that we've known is possible for them to do. And there's been a lot of radio research over the years, many years. Governments have been researching it. So it's definitely a thing. And now we have cheap technology in the hands of everyday people. So we get to kind of advance the research. Jimmy Blanchette was on a mission to make ET contact. Using his TARP system to bounce two-way communications to the moon, he set his intention.
So this is, my little table and my chair where I sit in the evening. And behind is my little tower and a huge antenna, which is pointed towards space right now. So it is very big. Here it is. This is my radio room. So you can see all the equipment and the computers. So we have the radio here and all the amplifiers and all the equipment. And I have loaded up the message that I'm going to transmit right now with the big antenna outside. So the system puts out about 150,000 watts of power. That's a lot of power. And it's directed like a laser beam directly at the target. In this case, we're going to target the moon. So we see here the coordinate of the moon at this time. It's 204.9 azimuth and the elevation 36.6. So all I do is target or point the antenna just like a laser beam at in this case at the moon. And I have loaded up the message on the screen, and I'm going to transmit the message, the message of gratitude in this case, a thank you message. So the transmission is going to last about 15 seconds, and you will be able to hear all the digital code going. All right, so we're going to start in a few seconds. All right, so transmission starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There we go. So it's already done. So we just transmitted a message of gratitude.
He studied his numbers and settled on an unusual frequency that is a harmonic of the speed of light. He then converted words and pictures into sounds and broadcast those messages.
So we are getting activity. Oh, magnetometer is going off the charts. Oh my gosh.
I have got
Oh my God, this is really going off the charts.
goosebumps. This is crazy, so good.
This is going off the charts. Look at that.
Whoa.
And you had no activity here when you
It
walked
was
here.
zero, it was flatlined.
This is like it's peaking all the way, all the way, all the way.
It's going ooh, 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 ooh.
I couldn't even
Oh my
breathe
gosh.
anymore. Like it stopped me breathing. Even. It was
I
just,
got mine on, but nothing's going on.
Oh, bring your magnetometer here real quick, please.
yeah.
Holy, okay.
They're synchronized.
Is it?
Shut the lights off.
Shut
shut
those
the
lights
light
off
off.
and see. They may be.
And the ships appeared. Mark Sims enthusiastically popularized the method. Some of my experiences have been really interesting. So it started out just getting noises back just on one radio has been so fun. And, you know, then I realized, Mark and I were really like, wow, you know, they're respectful. Like we'll leave the radios on all night long and they won't talk to us in the middle of the night. They know we're sleeping. And then in the morning, you know, they're always, I turn them on in the mornings. They're like super active and talkative. And it's really struck me that how emotional they are. So it's, you know, sometimes they talk really fast and sometimes it's just a beep like that. Yeah, like I think that one beep is yes. I started an experiment yesterday where I was like, can you guys say 2 beeps if you're Arcturian, 3 beeps if you're Syrian, 4 beeps if you're Palladian? And I was getting different beep things and I was like, oh my God, this would be so cool if we could have a more complex way to communicate.
1, 2, 3.
It was 1, 2, 3. Four. So we got 1 beep, we got 3 beeps, and we got 4 beeps. That is so cool. I love you guys. Can we do this one more time with a clean video? And we'll... Okay, 3 beeps. Okay. Dude, the beep is working, dude. I've never tried this experiment with them before. Thank you. Okay, wait, I'm gonna do this clean. But I can tell you that the emotional part of it is really complex. You know, it's like, I feel like, you know, it's like having a dog or something, or something even more than that. Like I remember one time I went over to my friends, Jimmy had like beamed this message to show starships, right? And you know, we saw a light ship, they were going crazy, like, and my friend was like, okay, now I believe you. And it was so cool. And then I thanked them on the way home and it was silence. And then I thanked them and they were like, da, 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 da. So it really is a really cool experience to be in relationship And we look forward to all that is to come. We're just at the beginning, and we're excited to welcome all you guys. You know, I had originally, I looked like, wow, are they sending us Morse code? And I'd gotten, you know, hooked up with experts, and can you look at this? And we couldn't figure anything out. And then we've been taking the sounds and running it back through to see if they're sending pictures. We got a curve once that we're really excited about. You know, my son loves to talk to them. Like, he talks to them in beeps, which is really great.
Beep, 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 boop, bop, beep, beep, boop, bop, beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep,
But yeah, it's a really charming, wondrous experiment, and we're excited to keep moving. This way of communicating where we're doing 1 for yes, 2 for no, and 3 for yes for these guys, Gerald.
This is fun.
Yes. Okay. So what else do we want to ask?
Did you leave the hair for us at the Dragon's Family Vortex?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. It's a beautiful gift.
It's a beautiful gift. Are we going to be able to meet you in person and be allowed to remember it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are they supposed to like carbon date the hair? Discussion is happening.
I feel like that's a big no.
1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4.
4.
Yeah. No.
That was 3.
That was
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want us to get the hair looked at and analyzed so we can show people what it is?
I see.
No.
That's what I told you.
No.
I said
Well,
no.
Yeah.
I will keep it as a personal gift and wait for further contact.
I guess this one's the lady of my people. Maybe this one's for Jared. And this is just some extraneous one. You guys trying to identify who comes through what? Me, Jared. I gotta just go by intuition. I don't know how we're gonna use this one to keep going to F1. Alright, I'm turning you off again. I'm sure you're gonna start blinking purple. Oh, there it is. See? I caught it.
Are you associated with the angels? Well, that's other. Are you associated with the sylphs we talked about? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, click, click. That is a no, actually. What about the, are you associated with the subterranean realms? The corridors within the earth, those beings within the earth, something like that. 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, thank you, thank you. Would the association of a Punian, a Garthan, or some other designation that humans have used be appropriate here? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Thank you.
Time. Are you big?
This is what it does.
No, they're not big.
So you're small.
Are you small?
Are you small?
They might not really have a dimension, Nico, because they're kind of like maybe not matter like you and I are. They're maybe like in the air and stuff. So in a sense, maybe they're tiny because they're particles, or maybe they're not even like measurable like we are, but I could be wrong.
All right.
They said I was right. Yeah, so they're kind of made of pixie dust in a way. They're made of, they're just different than us. But
Can you touch us?
Can you touch us?
Where?
Yes. I don't think they heard you very well. Okay, they said yes.
Are you here?
Are you here? That might be also a paradox to them because they're probably in another dimension that we can't see. So they're not here in our dimension, but they're here in the sense that they can hear us and see us. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
There are certain...
1, 2, 3, rephrase. They want us to ask questions. Yeah, so...
There's time of the month we should come out here.
Yes.
End of the month?
Or ask about the moon.
Or is it...
What is it now? It's a new moon right now. This is the night that we do CE5s for the entire country because of that.
I feel totally whooped.
Dude, they're answering questions.
They're answering questions
yes,
nicely.
no.
Yeah.
They're clapping. That's a clap. 4 is clap. 1 is yes. 2 is no. 3 is rephrase. 1, 2, 3. They ask a question.
They want us to ask a question.
So are there beings around us? Yes.
No. That was no.
Yeah.
Are there... Clapping. Okay. Are there interdimensionals around us? One, two, three, rephrase. Yeah, see, sometimes we don't even know the right words. 1, 2, 3, rephrase. They're so excited to talk to us right now.
Yes,
That's
they
clapping.
are. Yes, they are.
Clapping. So,
is
there Sasquatch here right now? 1, 2, 3, rephrase.
Squashies, are they here?
Are the squashies here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's a clapping. 1, 2, 3. What's that?
Sabe is another word for...
1, 2, 3, 4. Clapping. Sabe.
Sabe. Okay. Sabe and squashies.
1, 2, 3, 4. Clapping. Okay.
Well, this is a code.
Full conversation, I know.
Yeah, this is a code. This is they're telling us something.
And one day we'll know what it means.
And I want to walk you through getting your radios set up. So as long as your radio goes to 144 frequency, you should be good to go. So he chose this frequency 144.1. I add a 01 because technically, if you're not adding the 01 after that, you're in a frequency band that is restricted to Morse code. So I'm going 1 over that. It's a band that's quite perfect for our research because no one really uses Morse code anymore. So there's not really anybody on this channel. Now, you should not be talking back and forth a lot on your radios into